dome today and it is steamy hot. It is totally midsummer in the dome, even though today is June 1st here in my hardiness zone, 5B6, Ohio. And indoors, or in the dome here, it is a nice steamy like Florida. I'm imagining it's probably like this in Orlando right now. It's mid-low 80s. Could be high 80s in here if I didn't have the fans and the vents going. And it's just awesome. Everything's doing great. With that in mind, I have a lot of plants that have been started from seed in here or spent the winter over here in the dome, and they need to get outside. Not everything stays in the dome year round. A lot of plants do. Over the years I've learned how to do that, but a lot of these actually go outside. A really good thing about that I'm thankful for having the dome this time of year, even though it is June 1st, so we are a good 15, 16 days away. We already had our last frost date, but the temperatures a few times in between then and now have been down in the low 40s. In fact, last night I think it was 43 outside. I'm talking outside. Tonight I think the forecast is calling for like 45 overnight, which is great, but I don't like that for my peppers or my tomatoes, which can really stun them, especially if you get some rain, a cold rain. It can really almost kill them. Oh, how cool is that? There is a baby praying mantis right there. Oh, let me see if I can get him before he jumps away or whatever they do. How cool is that? Hold on, let me turn this around. He's right there, which is so cool because I actually put a large praying mantis in here last summer. I think it was, we saw it, and it obviously it loved it in here because there's babies now, which is awesome. Hi, Guy. All right, back to my video. That was right on cue with talking about the environment we've created in here. It's basically natural and it's somewhat controlled. Obviously I controlled a praying mantis being in here because I brought it in. Otherwise everything's pretty much, you know, birds can't get in here, things like that. And I also try to regulate the temperature to work, and that's a whole nother video. Okay, so with that in mind, we have the tomatoes that are going out soon. That's going to lead me into today's video, which is about a shipment of, or just a small, it came in a box like this. I ordered my favorite little plants to play with. I love playing. I've just started to get more into water plants and things like that. I do try a few in the little pond I've got in here where the fish, the koi are, but I've been having fun trying to learn to winter them over in here, which I haven't been super successful. The water lettuce that I ordered again this year, it did not make it through the winter. I don't know. I'll try again. It's fun trying, and it's all for fun. I did have a couple of my water, the hyacinths make it. They look okay. They'll start looking better once it gets a little more, trying to grab one here. Give me a sec. Here's one of mine from last year. And it made it though. It looks okay. It needs a little love. It needs a lot of love. So, that can be a whole nother video there. Put him in there, but it's been fun learning stuff like that. So that's why I order these water plants that I found online. There is a buyer that I have bought from in the last, I think this is my second or maybe third year purchasing water lettuce and water hyacinth from them. It's been a lot of fun. I really trust them. I'm going to show you what the plants look like when I get them and what I do with them. I want to keep in mind, if you don't feel comfortable ordering on Etsy, this is just a seller on there that I've trusted the last 2 years. The plants come in great. This box was mushed into my mailbox, which wasn't the seller's fault, but they packed it perfect in here, and I'm going to show that on the video here, that the plants weren't even affected. And I'm also going to share with you at the end, so keep watching so you can see at the end just some tips if you grow water plants like the water lettuce and the hyacinth that is featured today. It's so much fun watching them spread. Now water lettuce, I'm going to note to you that you are going to want to keep those in a contained spot, especially in my hardiness zone. You check your USDA websites to find out what is invasive and in your area, and there's actually quite a few plants they do not like you or do not recommend or do not want you to put outside because they are just so invasive and they spread and they can damage things. We actually had that problem a few years back in our big pond outside with other plants like cattails and things like that, which was a mess, and we cleaned it all up, and I really need to make a video on that. But all right, I'm rambling now, so I'm gonna go ahead and show you the video what these plants look like. I want to know, I am not a paid sponsor by this seller. I'm just sharing a review with you with what I recommend and what I've gotten from them. You know, it could be different. I ordered early May, which if you're in the warmer zones, you might want to be careful mailing because post office takes a while, just saying. Also, I have seen in the past years, it's been a few years, but there were a couple smaller garden centers in my area that actually carry a selection of water plants. And actually there is a garden center in Findlay, Ohio that carries, I saw this year they had beautiful water lilies, which are really neat. I have one water lily, but I don't really, those get too big for me. I have more fun with the water lettuce and the hyacinth, and I'm experimenting. I hope to find more. If you want to recommend one to me, a different water plant that you enjoy growing, please comment and let me know. I am sweating crazy. It is warm in here. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and watch this video, open the box, and stay tuned at the end for some extra notes and tips. All right, here are the water plants I ordered. The box got really banged up, probably because of the postal service delivery. It was jammed into my mailbox, which is crazy because I have a place for boxes, but that's probably a whole nother video. I love how this seller boxes up her plants because they always come nice and poofy, and I can kind of feel the coolness in this already just by touching it here. So it's been wrapped really well. We're gonna go ahead and open this up. I ordered my favorite water lettuce. Oh, they tie this up really good. I ordered my favorite water lettuce, and I went ahead and got some more hyacinth, water hyacinth, which my water hyacinth I actually was able to winter over that I bought last year. Did just fine. I got a few pieces, but I love getting plants from this location. Yay! Okay, so it's in a nice bag. These were the same ones it looks like she used last year, or she. They did a great, they're very consistent. This is super damp, and look at the plants. These look awesome. Look at this. Look at the little roots. Look how pretty this is. These are my favorite. These are the water lettuce. And these are so much fun to grow. I just have so much fun. I keep them in my dome. They don't go outside because I think these could very well overtake, but I don't think they'll make it through our winter if they were outside, because I have a hard time wintering. I've never been able to winter over these in my dome, even where it only gets down to around 45, maybe a little lower in the hard winters, but not that much lower, and they still don't make it. So here they are. This is what they look like. They're so cute. Okay, so what I do is I put them, I have like a little barrel here, or a little bucket full of water that I just filled up, just well water, and we're gonna sit in there for now and let them kind of chill while we open the others. I just wanted to do a review to show you how consistent this seller is, and they really got it down. The bag does not leak. In fact, I reused these bags last year. They're just a really good bag. Okay, now the water hyacinth do not have plastic around them, but they are clearly happy. And it's cool and wet in here. This is what they look like when you get them. Don't be scared. They don't look like, oh my gosh, they're ready to bloom. No, they kind of look like this time of year, even in my water. So I'm going to actually put these in my tanks I have over in the sun, but these will go in their own. So they're just separated from the other ones, just so I can monitor them and make sure they do well, which they will. And there it is. I just wanted to do a quick video to show you this. I'm going to do a little editing, just put my watermark on here and information so you know where to follow me. And I'll also put the name of the seller of these if you're interested. They are out of North Carolina, and I found them on Etsy. I think what I really like about them is they're up on plants that you should not have in your state. Even though they do know, look it up, make sure you know what are invasive, because there are a lot of water plants that are invasive in different states and they're not allowed to ship there. So that's a good thing. That's a good seller. So here it is. All right, stay tuned. I will show you when these bloom later in the season, how they spread. I just have so much fun growing these in the dome. They stay in the dome. I will end up keeping the hyacinth and the water lettuce together just for about a week. Then I end up separating the two varieties into different containers like this. It is a sauna in here, so I'm going to make this quick, but I wanted to share with you, when you purchase from the seller, you'll get a note with the plants. First of all, I want to know, when you get these in the mail, open them up right away. And if you can't open them up right away, make sure you keep them not long, but in a cool, really cool, dry location out of direct sun. I got mine late last night, so I put it in a cool shaded area in my closet where I would open in the morning, and it, you know, I knew, oh, but this first thing I did today was open those up, and they look great, as you can tell in the video. So the note says plants may arrive a little discolored and dehydrated because they utilize their stored water supply while traveling in the mail for a couple of days. Okay, please don't panic. They will rehydrate when placed in water or planted in moist soil after a few days, which is spot on. And if you notice, my little water lettuce and even the hyacinth had a little yellowing going on, but that's okay, because here's what's going to happen when you put these. In fact, I could notice between the time we open these, I put them in and shot this video, they're already perked up, which they didn't look bad at all. I'm willing to bet that in the warmer climates, water lettuce is pretty much, well, my chair's moving, pretty much like a weed. And that's probably why it's something that you will want to grow in a controlled area. I have mine in my dome. It does not leave the dome because this will spread and go crazy, but I love it. It's just so pretty and fun to play with. Yeah, so keep that in mind. So water lettuce, do not put directly in the sunlight, or they will scorch, just like most baby starter plants. Gradually transition them to acclimate them to your state temperature over 2 to 3 days. We cannot be responsible for heat scorching during summer temperatures. These are in my south facing part of the dome in a bucket of water, and I'll show you right here. And that's okay, because I am in the dome. The dome has a covering on it, not like a greenhouse covering. Well, I guess some greenhouses are like this. It has a diffused where it brings in the good light, and it kind of shades the plant for the most part. I've grown them in here like this for a couple years now, and they do fine. So this is just fine. If I had, I would not put these in my other greenhouse with the plastic that's on that, the covering, or a glass greenhouse, none of that. You're going to want to shade it for a couple of days, get it used to your temperatures. But there you go. That's how easy it is. It's so much fun to grow these. And like I said before, if you feel like ordering from this person, or this seller, I'll put the information below. I am not affiliated with this person at all. It's just someone I randomly found on Etsy and ordered from them a couple years ago, and now again this year. And I love their plants, and I love doing shout outs to growers like that who send good quality plants, because when you get good plants and you get good information for growing and you have a positive experience doing that, you know you want to keep on growing. And so I love that, and that's what it's all about. All right, so, and the other thing is, like I said, also call around. If you don't want to drive everywhere, call around to your smaller local garden centers. A lot of them actually have some really cute little pond water gardens and water knowledge that they can share with you, and plants. There is a place up in Toledo. I haven't been there in a couple years. I need to get up there and stop in and see what she's got going on up at Oak Park. That's up in Toledo near the airport. She actually has a really nice display of herbs. She did in the past. I haven't been there in a couple years. I'm sorry. I've been busy growing and stuff. But definitely check them first if you don't want to mail order. But there you go. There's so many options. I just love it. I'm so excited because there's so much out there for us home gardeners these days. All right, there you have it. Thanks for checking out my video today. I really appreciated it. If you are watching this on YouTube, be sure to hit that subscribe button and also the bell so you get notifications when these go live. You'll see it first before I put it on my blog. It's usually live on my YouTube. I do share links and also extra videos on my Facebook, but the best place to find me is, of course, on my website, which is updated almost daily. This time of year it's kind of hard, at least twice a week during the growing season like this, because I'm outside growing and documenting it. But you know where to find me on that at brenhaas.com. Thank you so much, and I hope you grow some water plants. Stay tuned. I can't wait to show you how well these do, probably in the next week, 2 weeks. I'll wait 2 weeks, they'll be full. So here we go. Thanks.
Don't forget to subscribe, show some love by liking Bren's video and hit the notification button for future updates.